Hello, and thank you for joining me today on this journey where I write to you as both a parent and a grandparent, sharing lessons learned from the winding road of life. I would like to share a heartfelt reminder about holding on to hope when everything seems shrouded in doubt, and about how my very own struggles have become stepping stones on a path toward greater confidence. There was a time when the challenges I faced felt insurmountable. I vividly remember periods in my life when the weight of uncertainty and the burden of self-doubt pushed me to the edge. I felt lost in a storm of emotions, where even the simplest decisions seemed overwhelming, and believing in myself felt like grasping at fading light. Every setback, every moment of hopelessness felt like a personal trial that tested my core. I carried this pain silently, unsure if by sharing my struggles I would further reveal my vulnerabilities, but these experiences, difficult as they were, have also sculpted the person I am today. I want you to understand that discovering confidence is not an instantaneous transformation. It arrives slowly, almost imperceptibly, like the gradual dawning of a sunrise after a long, dark night. There were days when I questioned whether hope was even worth pursuing, when my inner voice was drowned out by the echo of my own doubts. Yet, with time and gentle persistence, I learned that embracing vulnerability was not a sign of weakness, but rather it was a courageous act of self-care. I began to write down my thoughts, to speak openly about my struggles, and in doing so, I started to peel back the layers of fear that had long held me captive. I recall a moment when I stood in front of a mirror feeling utterly defeated, faced with the reflection of someone who seemed overwhelmed by life's relentless challenges. In that moment, I made a commitment to myself to face each trial as an opportunity to grow, to trust that my inner strength was real even when the path ahead was obscured by uncertainty. Every letter I write, every day I wake up and try again, is a testament to that commitment. My journey from despair towards confidence has been painstaking and real. Each stumble taught me that mistakes are teachers, that setbacks are signals for growth, and that the resilience of the human spirit often shines brightest in moments of vulnerability. I share this with you, my family, because I know that in sharing our true selves, we open the door for healing and growth. In my darkest moments, I discovered that hope is not about denying pain, but about acknowledging the storm and daring to believe in a better dawn. Confidence blossomed slowly as I learned to celebrate even the smallest victories. I found that my small acts of perseverance, speaking up when I was scared, reaching out for support when I felt isolated, or simply allowing myself to feel deeply, were seeds that eventually grew into a more assured self. My hope is that by sharing these personal chapters of hardship and triumph, you too can see that life's most challenging storms are not barriers, but pathways to inner strength. I want you to remember that it's okay to feel lost sometimes. What matters is the choice to rise again, to trust that within you resides a light capable of dispelling even the deepest shadows. As I close today's letter, remember that our struggles do not define us. They refine us. Every tear and every moment of uncertainty has been a step toward growing into a person who understands that hope is something we nurture over time. I hope that by hearing my journey, you can find inspiration in your own challenges and learn that you too will emerge stronger and more confident. Thank you for listening and for walking this path of vulnerability and resilience with me. Your support and understanding mean the world. Until next time, hold fast to your inner light, and may you always remember that even in the darkest nights, hope is the beacon guiding us toward a brighter day.